Hello everyone, I'm the programmer of Python and this is my very first video tutorial. So within the next 4 to 5 videos, I'll be showing you guys how to make this game. It's obviously not the best 2D game, but it is pretty good for beginners and learning how to make games. So as you can see, I was the blue square if it wasn't that obvious, and the red square was an AI. The objective of the game is to basically keep on collecting coins before your timer runs out, and every time you collect a coin, you add a certain amount of time back to your timer. So, let's get into the tutorial and start making this game. So, I use Google as my search engine to look up PyCharm, and you should see a website that says jetbrains.com. Click on this link. When it takes you to the website, you should see this download. Don't click on this. Scroll down about halfway through the page, and then you should be able to see this. So you have PyCharm Professional Edition and you have PyCharm Community Edition. I use PyCharm Community Edition. I'm not going to explain why I'm using this one. It's just that, hey, I have it. So if you want to follow along, use this one. Click download here. I already have it, but click download here. I'm going to put a video in the description of this video, and I highly recommend you watch it to figure out what to do. And follow those instructions, and once you do that, come back, and then we will resume. Okay, so you should see something very similar to this once you did everything to install PyCharm, or if you already had it and you just opened it, then you should have this. So right here for Python project, I'm just going to put like Pygame tutorial. Okay, so I'm going to create that, and I'm going to pause this because this will take about 30 seconds to probably 2 minutes sometimes to load. So I'm just going to pause this and I'll resume when it's done loading. Okay, so it finally loaded for me, and you should see something like this. I'm just going to go ahead and delete it because we don't really need this. So in the top left hand corner of PyCharm, click on File, and somewhere about the middle you should see something that says Settings. Click on that, and once again near the very bottom on this left side panel, click on Project Pygame Tutorial if that's what you named it. I just, like I said, I've named it Pygame Tutorial. Go to Python Interpreter, and you should have pip. The setup tool, some people do, some people don't have this. Don't worry if you don't have it. So, oops. So, click this add icon right here, and click Pygame. And once you do that, click Install Package. This will take quite a small amount of time to load. So, okay, it's installed. So now we can start making the game. Also, I'm a neat person, so I'm just gonna put like the title up here. You don't have to. I just want to do this because I'm a neat person. So now I'm going to do imports. I'm going to do import Pygame. And obviously it should be gray for you. If it's not, then I really don't know how to help you. Or when I say gray, if there's a red underline under it, then there's something wrong with it. Make sure you've installed it from the settings. So now I'm going to it's called init because it stands for initialize. I'm going to initialize the Pygame. So I'm going to do pygame.init. And init is also short for initialize. And you just now saw that this actually got color, and now it's orange and white because it actually like initialized it. So right here, I'm going to do this screen information. And some people prefer to do it like this just to make it slightly easier. You don't always have to. I mean, it's just that it doesn't much of a difference. So the W means that the width, and this is the width of the screen, 800 pixels, and the height would be 600 pixels. So that's really what that would be doing, and you don't really have to. I'm not going to be doing it this tutorial. I'll just be doing this part, which is screen equals pygame.display.set mode, and I'm going to manually put in the numbers. Obviously, if you didn't put these in, oops, I need to add that. Obviously, if you didn't put this in and you have, the W, H stuff, then you would just have to put W and then H there, and that would really be what we have to do. Not much of a difference. So now we're gonna just put a title for it. So Pygame dot display dot set caption, and we're just gonna call it coin collector. It's not the most creative name, but it's just a name. Also, I just put a tab there, so it can be like a big space. So actually, I'll just put 2 tabs. There we go. Now I'm gonna make an icon. So icon equals pygame dot image dot load, and now I'm going to open up Chrome. It could be whatever. I'm just gonna use Chrome. So here we go. I'm gonna do flat icon. I'm gonna go to this link right here, and I'm just gonna type in coin. Do mind, it will take some while to load if you rush it, which is what I just did. So I like this image, so I'm gonna go right here, and you see right here it says PNG and it says a number and then PX. Click on 32 because this means 32 pixels. So click free download, and it should download. It should pop up somewhere right here. Also, it says coins due, mainly because I already installed this doing testing. Don't worry about that. Sometimes it'll always be called something different. So I'm gonna get this, drag it into PyCharm, and then hold it right over the word Pygame tutorial, and click OK. Also, you could edit the name. I'm not really going to. I'm just gonna put coins on that. And now to actually allow the icon to work, I do pygame dot display dot set icon, and I'm gonna put the word icon because that's what this is set to right here. Also, don't worry about what just happened right there. I did something. Don't worry about that. Okay, so if you run it, you will notice that it doesn't really. It pops up for a second and it loads everything, but it's not staying. So we need to create something called a main game loop. So I'm gonna say running is equal to true. I'll say while running. So while this statement is true, I will say, well, not statement, but like boolean value, whatever. So while true, or event. Also, I just realized that wasn't really specific. I'm not the best at coding and terminology for this. I'm just good at typing in words. So for event and pygame dot event dot get, oops, basically do that. And then we'll say what kind of event it is. So we'll say if event dot type is equal to, or just equal, pygame dot quit. So this means that you click the X on the window screen. It would mean running is equal to false. And now you should see that this will work. See, here we go. Everything's working fine. And I can click it and it exits out. Oops. So, also, if this doesn't work, then try to do pygame dot quit. Oops, did not mean to do that. And then do quit. If, that's only if the running equals false thing does not work. So once you have that, this is just for future help. So, future references, pygame dot display dot update, and that's just every iterate. Well, it's called an iteration, and so like every iteration, however long it depends on like however fast it does it per second, it will constantly update it. So that's what gives the effect of something looks like it's moving when it's actually just changing pixel pictures. So that's basically how it works. Now we're going to quickly do the color for the screen. And if you don't know what RGB is, it's red, green, blue. Basically, you have 3 sets of values, so you would say this. fill in 255, comma 255. Well, actually, I'm gonna do 175. And if you don't know what these means, this value right here, this value right here, and this value right here is each a color. So this is red, this is green, and this is blue. So it says, so if you have 255, 0, 0, then it'll be completely red. If you have 0, 255, 0, it'll be completely green. If you have 0, 0, 255, then it's blue. So basically you can tamper out with the numbers, and it should look something like this. See, it gives me like this grayish color. And like I said before, with the colors, I can obviously just do 0, 0, and it'll just be a different background color. See? So it's blue. Obviously, I'm just gonna have it right. I am just gonna use this color. You can choose whatever color pleases you. If you're wondering why I just did that, it's just because there's like a little thing right there I wanted me to fix. So basically, that's it for this part right now. Hold on, I'm trying to think about what else needs to be done. Okay, so it turns out that was it. That's really it for this first video. This basically just went over how to create the main game loop. So basically, this is happening every time. For quick explanation, basically these lines are always required every time you use Pygame. So this always, and like you import the Pygame, so it's like you receive a package from someone, and then Pygame.init is basically saying you cut open the box and you're actually taking out the items from it. And then so that's just like pulling all the information and it's allowing you to use anything from it now. So, and this is the screen info. You know, you can put anything you really want. You can say like box, and then as long as right here also says box. So whatever, I just put screen and pygame.display.set mode. That's just a way of saying I'm gonna create a screen for you. And these are the pixel width, width and height. So 800 pixels wide, 600 pixels tall. I said pixels, pixels, not pickles. And then you have pygame.display.set caption, and basically it's just another way for saying title, but that works too. So it's coin collector, and then you have icon, and it loads the icon and sets the icon there where it wants to. And this is the game loop, so every iteration or every however many seconds it'll constantly update it. So it'll do that, and it allows you to quit. Basically, that's it for this video. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.